Everyone said AI was going to kill apps. The theory was bulletproof. Why open an app when you can just tell an AI to do the thing? By 2026, we were supposed to be living in a post-app world. So someone please explain this. App launches are up 104% year over year, because what everyone missed is who is building them now. Appfigures, tracking every app submission globally, released this in April 2026. Q1 worldwide app releases up 60% year over year. iOS alone, 80%. And April? April is up 104%. That is not a rounding error. That is a doubling of the entire app creation ecosystem in 1 month. Productivity apps entered the top 5 for the first time ever. Someone is building tools. A lot of someone's building toolkits and apps. Let me tell you how this used to work. You have a good idea, but between you and the App Store, there is a wall. The team you needed to build it. An iOS developer, an Android developer, a designer, a product manager, back-end engineer. Minimum 4 people, months of runway, more meetings than you ever wanted. You had to pitch to investors, convince developers to join, explain your vision to designers. For the kind of person who would rather stay up until 2 a.m. with their laptop than explain their vision in yet another kickoff call. This was a tax on every idea. Most of the time, the idea just died quietly. Then the tools showed up. Claude Code, Anthropic's AI coding assistant, Replit, deploy with 1 click, Lovable, natural language to full-stack app. These 3 did not improve the old process. They replaced it. The developer, the designer, the product manager. The entire social layer of app creation dissolved. What was left? Your idea, your focused attention, and a laptop. Here is what that looks like in practice. You have an idea Thursday night. Friday morning, Claude Code. Describe what you want in product language, not code. Claude handles architecture, errors, tests. By Saturday, something is running. Sunday, backend, payments, App Store listing done. Replit deploys it. Submit to Apple. 1 week. 0 meetings. Hard in the way introverts like hard work. You, alone, against a difficult problem, with great tools. What does the absence of the team actually unlock? Think about what you have been sitting on. That idea too niche to raise money for. Too weird, too specific, too small a market to get a developer excited. The thing that solves your problem. But your problem is shared by 40,000 people who would pay $20 a month for it. Never worth pitching to investors. Absolutely worth building alone at 11 p.m. You need Claude Code and a weekend. Productivity apps are up because the people building them used to not exist as a category. They were frustrated product managers waiting 6 months for a dev ticket. Solo consultants who had a tool they needed but could not afford to commission. The person at the back of the meeting keeping a list of everything the meeting could have been replaced with. Now they exist as app developers. Not because they learned to code, because they did not have to. 1 person, 1 idea, 1 weekend, 1 app. The whole model of you need a team was true so long it became invisible. AI just quietly made it not true. And the App Store is how the world is finding out. In fairness, building the app is now the easy part. Getting discovered is still hard. 2 million apps in the store. Marketing, distribution, community. Still involves being seen. Still uncomfortable. Apple's review is opaque. The technical barrier fell. The social barrier of building with a team fell. The distribution barrier is still standing. That is the next frontier. The numbers speak for themselves. 100% increase in app submissions. Productivity apps top 5 first time ever. First-time developers shipping their first products. Solo builders with an idea and nothing standing between the idea and the product except their own focused attention. The one-person app studio is real. You can measure it. Here is the thing. The bottleneck was never your idea. It was never your work ethic or your intelligence. The bottleneck was always the team you needed to execute it. The meetings you had to run. The bottleneck was always the team you needed to execute it. The meetings you had to run. That bottleneck just dissolved. Quietly, without a press conference. You did not hear a big announcement that said, "Solo builders, you are now free." You just started seeing it in the data. App launches up 100%. You just started seeing it in the data. App launches up 100%. Subscribe, because we are going to keep translating this for people who would rather build than talk about building.